So if it's all right with you, can I tell the story of why
Please.
I got interest? Okay, so I got booked to do a military gig. I won't say which country it was. I won't say where the base was because I would get in too much trouble. It's just not worth it. But I get booked for a military gig to do magic. And I'm walking around and there's about 400 military officers at this party. And Brett, I love that. I love that the military want to book me to entertain their people and help them let their hair down a bit. It makes me so proud. It's unbelievable. Okay. But I'm doing this circuit. I'm going around. I go up to this one table. There's 6 people on this table. 3 guys, 3 girls. They've got medals on their chests. Really amazing people. And I'm doing close-up stuff. You know, the sponge balls that disappear. Let's make some rubber bands go through each other. Let's make something disappear in front of your eyes. Now, one of these guys was, I won't swear on your show. We'll call him.
You can swear, it's okay.
Mate, my wife might listen. She'll tell me off. We'll call him an arrogant git. Okay, he was just so hot. He was sat there going, "Magic's not real. This isn't possible. You can't do this stuff." Brett, he even turned around and said that Santa's not real. Okay, and that just annoyed me. But so while I'm doing close-up magic, I started doing some mind reading on him. Now I stole things off of him to amuse me. The information I stole was his PIN number for his credit card, his username for his computer, his password for his computer, his mother's maiden name, his first pet dog's name, and the name of the road he grew up on. Okay? I wrote all of this stuff down on a piece of card, and when I finished at the table, I said, "Ladies and gents, 5 of you have been lovely. 1 of you is a complete and utter git, but can I please hand that person this card? Have a look at the back." Brett, he took this card, he looked at the back of it, his face went white, his jaw dropped, and he just swore at me a lot. Okay? So now I'm going, look, hold on. Don't tell your friends what I've written, but could you tell them the type of information and how well I did? And he listed the type of information. And he then said, "You got this 100% correct." The table all shocked and applauded. I'm still in entertainer mode, so I went, "Brilliant, lovely to meet you. Well, lovely to meet 5 of you. The other one's git. I'm going to go off. I have to do magic for other people. Otherwise, I'm going to get fired and I'll never work for you again. Lovely to meet 5 of you." And I walked off. Brett, I got about 20 meters away from the table. This guy came up behind me, grabbed me by the shoulder, spun me round and said, "I want a word with you." Now, Brett, there is nothing that focuses the mind quite like realizing you're in a room with roughly 400 armed military personnel. And one of them is about to kick off a fight with you. Okay? So all of a sudden, I've gone from, and Brett, you've met me.
Right.
You know that this body is not easy to spin round on the spot.
You're kind of like a hairless teddy bear.
Yeah, we'll go with teddy bear, I think. So I'm now stood there thinking, right, I'm going to be in the middle of a fight. Everyone else is armed. I'm going to die. This is not good. And then he looked at me and he went, "Is mind reading real?" And my brain is now spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. I've gone from this guy wants to kill me to he hates magic and magic's not real to he's the biggest believer ever and he thinks that mind reading's real. Okay, military officer, that level of intelligence. So I said to him, "Right, I tell you what, I'll ask you 3 questions, and if you answer honestly to those 3 questions, you will have your answer about if mind reading is real or not." And he went, "Go for it." Question 1, could I have brought a friend into this base and maybe they're feeding me information through some ear thing? The dude checked my ears to make sure, and he then said, "No way. Okay, we've got a gate out there. They check your driving license, they check your passports, they make sure you're who you are. No one else would have got on this base." Brilliant. Perfect. Question 2, would anyone at your table have given me that information willingly, to help out the unknown entertainer rather than protect you? And again, he went, "No, there's no chance. I trust all of them with my life on a daily basis. They would not have helped you." Perfect. Question number 3 then. If you've answered honestly to the first 2 questions, how can mind reading not be real? Brett, this guy was then swearing at me even more. He went whiter. He just looked scared of me, okay? And then he said something to me, Brett, that scared the life out of me. He looked at me and he goes, you do realise if you did that to 3 or 4 select people in this room, you could have access to our missiles. Now, Brett, you know what security's like. If I could pretend to be, and if I could make all of the technology believe that I'm people of authority in an organisation, what can I do in their systems before they even realise that I'm there?
Right.
And that's what went through my head. Now this gig was far away from my home, okay? I had to travel a long way to get back home. But all I could think the whole way was, what could I do? What could I get away with? How can I test this? And that started my journey, mate. I then started talking about, if a mind reader attacked you, could you stop me? And I started doing talks where I was stealing PIN numbers from the audience. And I was stealing usernames and passwords from the audience. And it scares me, mate. If I'm out here going, this is what I do and this is how I can attack you, how many scumbags out there have similar skills to me, but they're staying hidden?